Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing so well. My name is Lynn, and if today being your first time here, welcome to my foodie channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do well to subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. And whilst you are doing that, don't forget to hit that bell also and be the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so today I'm making potato fufu. This fufu was very delicious, trust me. So as you can see, I'm peeling off my potatoes very nicely. After that, I'm going to add everything to my bowl and wash until everything is nice and clean. And to my returning subscribers and new babies right here, you guys are too much. High five to everyone. Thank you for liking my videos, commenting, sharing. Your girl is very grateful. Okay, thank you so much for doing that for me. So now our potatoes is all clean now, so we're going to cut our potatoes into small cubes or into square shapes. Yes, and because I'm going to blend this, I need to cut these potatoes very small as possible. Okay, if you have your food processor, you can use that if you want. Alright, so now I'm done cutting up my potatoes. So I'm going to transfer half of my potatoes into my pan, add some water to it, and cover it to cook on medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. Whilst that is going on, I am also going to blend the leftover half of the potatoes as well. Add just a little bit of water to it, and as you can see, the level of the water was about 250 ml, so make note of that. Okay, so let's blend this until it is nice and smooth. Okay, so now our blended potatoes is ready, and just look at the consistency right now. It is not very watery and it is not very heavy as well. That is how we want it, and it's very smooth. Make sure to blend your potatoes very smooth, guys. Okay, so now let me share with you this secret ingredient. This is where it gets tricky. You can cook your potatoes right away, but you will not get that stretchy texture you are looking for. But when you add in cassava starch, trust me, it's really going to help your potatoes get that very starchy texture you are looking for. And if you don't have this cassava starch, you can use potato starch if you want. Okay, so now I added in 5 tablespoons of cassava starch and a little bit of water. Mix very well and set it aside because we're going to use it as a thickener. So now I have my potato on stove right now, which I'm going to stir until it thickens up beautifully. And if you haven't liked this video yet, baby, what are you waiting for? Okay, please do well to like this video and please share as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so as you can see, my potatoes has taken up beautifully. So I'm pressing my fufu against my pan to ensure that I don't have any lumps in it. Make sure to stir your fufu very well. Okay, we don't want to create any lumps in this. And as always, you have to do this on low flame so you don't burn your fufu. And just look at the texture right now. It's looking all perfect, but it's not too stretchy. But if you want it very starchy and stretchy as well, just add in your cassava starch or your potato starch. Okay, so this is really going to serve as a thickener. So I'm going to allow this to cook on medium heat for about 5 minutes, and we will come back to check on how our fufu is doing. So after extra 5 minutes, the fufu is looking all ready, and just look at how the fufu is looking right now. It has become very stretchy and very starchy as well. Okay, so now we're going to press our fufu against our pan to make sure we don't have any lumps and to make this fufu very starchy. Just look at that. So now our fufu is all ready now after extra 5 minutes. Just look at that. So we're going to allow this to cool down very well before we mold it to our preferred sizes. So now I have my asanka over there. The fufu has really cooked down very well. So we're going to mold it to our preferred size, and look at that. Fam, let me know in the comment section what you think about this potato fufu. I love it and I know you love it as well. So now you can enjoy this fufu with any soup at all. And at this point, the fufu was looking like a chambili. So now let's see how this fufu looks right now. Look at the texture. A chambili ankasa is looking all perfect and ready. So now we're going to set this aside and move on onto our second method. So the second method, as you can see, I cooked some potatoes earlier on, and now the potatoes is well cooked. As you can see, I insert my fork in it and it went through easily. So I'm going to strain the water from the potatoes, and please don't allow these potatoes to cool down. So I am going to blend these potatoes whilst it's still hot. I'm using a blender, but if you have a food processor, you can also use that as well. So I added in a little bit of water to make this blend very well. Don't add in too much water, because when you add in too much water, it's going to be watery and we don't want that. And this is the right consistency I am looking for, and it's looking very creamy now. So now let's transfer this into our cooking pot and start cooking it. Alright, so I have my second method on stove as well, which I'm going to add in my cassava starch. Mix very well, because we're going to use the cassava starch as a thickener as well. Mix until until it thickens up beautifully. Just look at how smooth this looks. And because of the cassava starch I added to it, the fufu is looking very stretchy. I love the texture and I hope you're going to love making it at home. It's super easy, trust me. So now I've been cooking this on medium heat for about 5 minutes now. So I'll go ahead and add in extra cassava starch to it. So I'm going to stir this and cover it for about 5 to 10 minutes for it to cook very well. And just look at that. This is looking perfect, guys. I hope you give this a try at home and you're not going to regret making this potato fufu. It was super delicious. I paired this with some palm nut soup and trust me, I really enjoyed myself. And look at that. The fufu is looking all stretchy and heavy because I added in extra cassava starch. If you want it more starchy, you can go ahead and add it, but this is how I want it. So now the fufu is ready. So let's set this aside for it to cool down and mold it to our preferred size. So I have my sankar over there and I'm going to mold my fufu in it to get a very smooth texture. And if you've watched this video to this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, babe, what are you waiting for? Please do well to subscribe for be okay, and do share as well, and click on the post notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be among the first person to be notified. And now look at the fufu right now. I was so much in love with the first method, but when I finished the second method, I think I am in love with this one. It was super smooth and I love the texture as well. Just look at what I was talking about. It's looking all smooth and the texture too was super stretchy. I love this and I hope you're going to give this a try. So if you've watched this video to this point, that means you are a proud foodie member. Thank you so much for watching this video to this point. Bye bye and stay blessed.